Hi guys, Rob Flux here from Property Developer Network. What we're going to talk about here is our street frontage and some of the issues and challenges that we need to consider when we're actually doing our assessment and due diligence of the property. So one of the primary concerns that we've got are these street trees. You can see there's a number of them along the way. When we go to do our subdivision, not only are they, on council land, that means that they're automatically protected, but they're also quite large. So in order to do that, when you're doing a subdivision, you don't have an as of right to actually demolish the trees, and instead you need to apply to council to make sure that council are actually fine with doing that. Now, we've actually lodged those applications with council at the moment for them to assess the trees in and of their own right, and as part of that we've had to give them our proposed subdivision plan, which is actually going to show where the new driveways are going to go so that they can determine which trees would need to be trimmed and or removed. Now, the opportunity here is in this particular instance, by pure coincidence, this tree here has only recently been pruned by council. If you have a look up, you can see that it was very close to the power lines, and you can see where they've actually pruned that. When council come out to assess those trees, what they do is they generally mark the tree. Now in this instance here, you can see a tiny little blue mark just here. So the tiny little blue mark is to say that we're going to trim the tree. If they put a blue ring around the tree, that means that they're actually going to remove the tree. So if as you're walking along the street, if you ever see those little blue markers or blue rings, you know that council have had the application gone in and they've actually made those assessments that they're going to do that. Now, any of those costs will become our costs. So if council determine that they are happy to remove the tree, then there's a cost to remove it. And then there's also generally going to be a cost for council to replant a similar tree somewhere else within the community so that this tree is not completely lost forever. So both of those costs are going to be borne by us as part of the project. Until then, bye for now.